The activity in front of the Brooklyn. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's KD in at the power forward. Now, here is Harden, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Outside, KD. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. From the baseline. Here's Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simon.
Wow! Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Picked him clean. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here is Harden. D right on him. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. McCollum outside. Back to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Irving finds Harden.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Harden the pass to Jordan.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
Covington trying to break free. And the basket by Jones.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. To the middle, Durant. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Simons. He has 5. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Harden the pass to Irving. Outside Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The aggressiveness, the intelligence of Durant, able to put it on the floor and draw contact.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Irving against Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Lillard attacking. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lillard, the pass to Cannon. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Irving, the 10-footer. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Here's Lillard. From deep. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Trailblazers lead by... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Irving. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here is Irving. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Irving. And a switch here also for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Harden kicks to Brown. The pass to Green. Dishes it to Harden. They get it again. Claxton the pass to Harden. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Brown against Powell. Back to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Harden. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Simons, the pass to Canner. Here's Simons. To the wing right side. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Anthony. Over Harris. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
1:24 left in the first half of basketball. Cantor, the pass to Powell. Back to Cantor. Over Harris. Misses off the left iron.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Brown. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I like the shot selection of DeAndre Jordan. He stays ready to shoot, especially in the paint. Does not have many attempts in his career outside of it.
With the teardrop, good work there as it goes. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. And Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan inside, covered by Lillard. Good on the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Lillard from deep three-point land misses the 3. Now Harden. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The team was told they got themselves into in the open. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Darius Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. Harden with it. Outside, KD. Step back shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 6.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Jones in the post. Harris is there. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Nurkic.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Irving. Passes it to Jordan. Back to Irving for the tie. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Harris. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
McCollum against Irving. McCollum dishes to Covington over Green. And the shot is long.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Here's Simons, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brown against Powell. He dishes it to Cantor. And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Count it! And he'll have a chance. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Simons. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Durant. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line.
Shifty with his speed. Incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie. But so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's good. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The Trailblazers rebound. McCollum outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nets lead by 5. And right at. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, then it's Jordan, and it's Irving in at the 2 guard. That shot wide open.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now here's Jones. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Poked away. Nets leading by 4. Here's Harden. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Jordan sends it back. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Down low. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. A pull-up. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
The Nets with the lead. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Foul, he's checked in for Portland. Now Lillard. To the inside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Lillard attacking in the corner. Powell with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he commits the intentional foul. Durant deciding where to go with it. And it's good off the back rim and in. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, with the skill and size to score from anywhere on the court, Durant produces huge numbers pretty much on a nightly basis.
Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Pass to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 6.
There's no doubt that Kyrie gets talked about as having some of the best handles in the business, effective at getting wherever he wants to get to on the floor.
Lillard misses. Nets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Irving against McCollum. Irving passes to Durant. Clock at 6.
hustling to get up on that shot. No one can fault Cantor for his defensive effort on that one.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell. Irving with the ball. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And here is KD. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For three, Harris gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Harden right side. From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. the borough of Brooklyn. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's Morris in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 1.
In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Harden. Jordan kicks to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Leonard finds George. Outside Jackson. Over Irving. And he can't bank that one in.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires for 3. Morris with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Harden with the drive. Over George. Harden, no good.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
George against Harden. Over George. Harden, that's good. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
That one goes in. Harden's got his second basket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good on the shot.
With a smile on Blake's face, it looks like he enjoys having contact before he shoots.
Here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Morris kicks to George. There's the pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Harden scanning the floor. And here is Durant. Outside Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. KD can't get it to go.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Harden's shot is good.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Outside, George. No good on the three. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Harris passes to Claxton. No good. That would have tied it. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And Beverley kicks to Cousins. Back to Beverley. To the middle. And Cousins throws it down.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Irving attacking. Bucket is good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Beverley, the pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. A rebound by the Nets. And stolen by Cousins. Back to Kennard. From downtown. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Clippers leading by 3. Beverley up top, guarded by Green. The leader, and Batum kicks to Beverley. Mann passes to Kennard. From deep three-point range, that one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
Irving from long range, and stolen by Cousins. Kennard with the ball, picked up by Brown. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Over Harris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Nets trail by 6. Shot from 16. And with the rebound. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And Cousins throws it down.
Way to run the floor, big fella. And this is what you get from DeMarcus Cousins. He plays with a lot of passion.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Pass to Kennard. Cousins inside. That one, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Kennard against Harris. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Irving with it. 8 points for him. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Harris against Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days. Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Outside, George. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Baz. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had not... And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's George, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. A nice shot by George. George has got the first points of the second half here for the Clippers.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Here's Jordan. He kicks to Griffin. Outside Irving. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Harden. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving looking for an opening. And the 3 off target.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Zubac kicks to George. Off target from 3-point range.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Clippers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. Outside, George. From deep. The offensive rebound. And Leonard gets it to go.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Harden. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Put it up anywhere. DeAndre Jordan can go get it.
Clippers leading by 10. Now here's Jackson. Feeds it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. That's the guy you want right in that position. Kyrie can get you a bucket.
Outside Leonard. 1:21 left to play in the third. And here's George for three. And it's KD with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got 6.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi. Aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Harden against George. And it's sent back by George. Here's Durant. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
Clippers leading by 10. Now Jackson. Outside Leonard. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Zubac. And here's Morris for three. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And Leonard gets it to go.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And here's Irving. 10 points for him. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mann in at the three. And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
Harden against Beverly.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Natural-born finisher DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
Here's Harden. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Nets shooting well. They're at 45%. Harden against Beverly. Harden's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. Down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 19.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Yes, that goes in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Batum. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 4. The pass to Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The shot's good from Irving.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Leonard against Brown. Leonard kicks to Batum. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Durant subbed in for Brown. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Here's George. James Harden picking up that last basket. George with the ball. Pass to Morris. George against Harden. From deep. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now, here's Zubac. Back to George. Los Angeles with another miss. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now Morris, after the missed 3 from KD. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And a wide open look for Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And again, no good by the Clippers. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. And before
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at small forward. Pass to Middleton. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Nets. In the corner, Irving with it. That's tipped. And here's Harden. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. KD against Giannis. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a miss there on the triple. 3-on-3. Outside for KD. From outside, off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Giannis outside. That shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. In the corner, it's Harris. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Harden dishes to Irving. For 3, Harris. The shot, no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Outside Holiday. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Giannis passes to Holiday. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Nets leading by 7. Outside Griffin. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Bucks trail by 7. Now Holiday. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Irving. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Holiday with the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know it.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Outside Holiday. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Connaughton missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Holiday. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The tray. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving looking for an opening. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 9. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Left side Irving. And he makes that one. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Holiday against Green. Here's Tucker. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
That's tipped. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And stolen by Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Irving finds Griffin. The kick out to Irving. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
A nice shot by Irving.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Portis, and he banks in the layup. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Irving. Brown right side. Here's Harris. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Passes to Griffin. The putback, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his first points in this one.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. They took command early.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. So that's the Nets 5. Bucks trail by 10. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Goes up. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You have to reward the big fella when he runs like this. DeAndre Jordan able to leak out and finish in transition.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Lopez with the steal. The 10-footer. And it's in off the backboard. Lopez has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Outside Durant. Over onto Kumbo. A second chance effort. Irving for 3. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Giannis. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's in there.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Harden outside. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Durant down low. Lopez is there, and the baseline jumper no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Here's Harden. Softly drops in the floater. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter. Bucks trail by 12. The pass to Lopez. Lots of room. James Harden with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Irving kicks to Harden. Back to Irving. The three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Antetokounmpo goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Harden dishes to Durant. Back to Harden. All alone. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harden's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Misses from short range. Brooklyn leading by 12. In the corner, Irving with it. Harris outside. Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 12. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard position. Here's Claxton, guarded by Tucker. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Harden. Clock at 2. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Connaughton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Nets leading by 10. Green with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Portis against Green. Harden left side. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing. And the Bucks, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. And Connaughton has it in the corner. The shot by Middleton, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. A About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Harden against Holiday. Harden up top. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist. A big target with strength and bounce.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Connaughton. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Here's Harden on the wing. Now here's Green. He gets it in there.
And you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Here's the three. And he's good on the three ball.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Knocked loose. Pass to Claxton. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's Jordan on the wing. Inside. For three, Middleton. He doesn't hit that one. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Jordan, and then Jordan slams it in.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
But they recover it. Passes it to Middleton. The three. Another miss by Middleton.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Harden outside. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Middleton for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Middleton's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates. Come get it, come get it.
Harden surveying the D on the wing. Brown. There's the lob to Harden.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jordan.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Middleton outside. Fires the three. They get it back. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here is Harden. From deep three-point range. And Lopez pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Nora. No good there. So it's the Nets picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Up next, welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Brown. Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's KD. Harden outside. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
It's the Nets now. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Harden. There's the dish to Durant. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCollum against Brown. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here is Harden. The Blazers getting the bucket. Pulls up on the elbow. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now Jordan after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Jordan kicks to Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Boy, the quick release of Kevin Durant and the release point so high, you really can't get a good contest on him.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Chalk up 2 there. KD's got 5 now.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Lillard attacking. Covington finds Lillard.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
On the wing, Harden. Covered by Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Claxton. He kicks it to Irving. Over in the corner, Green. 6 to shoot. No good on his first attempt of the game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Powell, the pass to Anthony. Feeds it to Kanter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And for a player of his size, Melo very adept at working off the pick and roll.
Now Harden. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Claxton. Outside, Green. Harden up top. Harden. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Anthony. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Trailblazers trail by 3. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Out to Anthony. Back to Canner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you, Kansas' jump shot is very consistent. The defense has got to respect it, which is why that pump fake becomes effective.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. And the Nets also making a change. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. No problems knocking that one down. And the Nets lead by 2.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Lillard scanning the floor. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Irving. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Elbow shot is on the way and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
And here is Jordan following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Jordan kicks to Irving.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Irving against Lillard. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Irving passes to KD. over Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Covington. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving against Lillard. Baseline J on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot's good from Cantor.
They are just killing them on the interior. They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And a wide open look for Irving. Kept alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And that's it. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And the pass to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 13 points in the game.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Covington into the lane. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
Harden with it. He's got 8. Brown outside. Griffin down low. Defended by Covington. Griffin can't get it to go in. And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Here's Brown, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Here's KD. A rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it to Powell. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for C.J. McCollum. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from James Harden. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
You know, no surprise to see the hoop and the harm. Melo with the beautiful touch.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. That free throw good from Anthony. Nets trail by 4. Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Outside Durant. 1:39 left in the third.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Lillard outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
To the inside, Harris. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lillard attacking. That one falls. 10 points for him.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Claxton. Dishes to KD. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. Lillard against Harden. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Harden kicks to Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Green, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Simons surveying the D, and the shot goes in. Simons has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Harden. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Cullen passes to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Cantor finds Anthony. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. The Trailblazers rebound.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Powell against Harden. Here's the pass to Jordan. Outside for Griffin. Pops it up for Jordan. Back to Griffin. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Nets also making a change. KD's checked in for Harris. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 10. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Lillard against Harden. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Durant. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nurkic. McCollum trying to get open.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
1:39 left in the 4th quarter of this one. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Griffin against Lillard. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
And DeAndre Jordan pulls it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Lillard against Harden. And Lillard gets to Nurkic. And it's McCollum off the drive. Nurkic finds McCollum. Brooklyn with the rebound.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Lillard against Harden.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Didn't think that was going to go in. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The Trailblazers on offense. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
So the Trailblazers win it. It was a fantastic ball. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the net starting five. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the point. Outside, George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Jordan, the pass to Irving, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Jackson kicks to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Irving. Outside Durant, a 3-ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
Jackson finds Leonard. The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Nets.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Harden can't hit.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Inside, here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. That's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan, with arms that go on for days, just toss that ball anywhere and he knows what to do with it.
Left side, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's KD. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 5 points so far. George finds Jackson. Outside Leonard. From about 19 feet. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 5.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Then for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Pass to Rondo. Here's Cousins over Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
And Cousins is just simply not an easy cover for anybody, especially when he uses that shot fake. Highly effective there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Nets leading by 3. Irving looking over the floor. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
Pass to Mann. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Harris, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Now, Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Mann. Back to Beverly. Puts up a 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Brooklyn. For moments. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the center position. Clippers trail by 3.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Here's Batum. Back to Kennard. Shoots over Brown. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. James Harden. He's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Batum passes to Cousins. And the basket is good.
Yeah, you might want to call down some recruits to try to stop DeMarcus Cousins. 5 might not be enough.
Harden dishes to Green. Back to Harden. Takes the 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Batum. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Green kicks to Harden. Teardrop shot. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Floats it up for Cousins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
All right, a little creativity there from Cousins. Phenomenal at rising up there and catching that oop.
Harden dishes to Green. Harden against Beverley. With the tip and staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Beverley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the paint, here's Cousins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cousins has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden up top, defended by Beverley. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Beverly. Now the feed to Batum. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup. Batum's got 8.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Kevin Durant's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Jackson with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
And some good action through the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and DeAndre Jordan came out on a mission in the first. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving for the 3. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Jordan kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 9 points in the game so far.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Down low. Out to Morris. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Here's Jordan. Oh, that was huge.
Incredible.
Look, DeAndre Jordan and the rim, those two are best friends.
Outside, George. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Jackson passes to Leonard. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Jackson. Now, here's George. 6 to shoot. Over Harden. And that one goes long.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Feeds it to KD. Clippers trail by 3. And here's George. Outside Leonard. No one near him. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 9.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Outside Durant. Pass to Claxton. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Nets, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Leonard. dishes it to George. Back to Leonard. Wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And George with the stuff.
Well, it's nice to see Paul George make a read, be in the right position to collect that loose ball and do something with it.
Outside Irving. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. .106 left to play here in the third. Brown the pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. And a wide open look for Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Brown. Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cousins, no good. Beverly against Irving. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Mann. And he banks in the layup.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Jordan, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Now here's Irving. He's got 11. That one drops for him. Irving's got 13 points.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Here's Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Over Irving. Here's Beverly. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Jordan. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2. He feeds it to Jordan. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Beverly. Sinks that one from the post. Beverly's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Los Angeles. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Durant. Now the pass to Harden. Back to KD. The dish to Harris. Outside for Durant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Zubac. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And that one's good, Irving.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Kennard with the ball. Guarded by Harris. Kennard kicks to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. 2 points. That one goes. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Morris is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Reggie Jackson. And the Nets making a change here as well. Claxton's checked in. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here is Durant.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Harden against George. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. Beverly dishes to George. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Irving with the steal. Harden's shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. George finds Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Irving. And Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
Passes to Rondo. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Irving. To take the lead, Harden kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Jordan. Leonard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's George. That shot, no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jordan kicks to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Leonard with the ball. Pass to George. Now here's Leonard. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away. Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on Here Are the Starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he comes up with the deuce. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now Irving, James Harden missing on the 3. Basket counts.
You know, he's got such a diverse skill set. Irving can hurt you in a lot of ways. I mean, he's a player you'll have a lot of trouble game planning for.
Now here is Holiday. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And it's good for 2.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bounce pass, Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by KD. And there it is for him.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Jordan. Durant in the corner. Clock at 6. Out to Harris. Launches it. Gets a hand on it. Lopez grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. Green, he's checked in for James Harden. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Down low, taken away by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Katie against Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Kevin Durant. Passes it to Connaughton. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And there's the pass to Middleton over Brown. That one doesn't go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
43 seconds left to play in the first. Irving attacking, and it's sent back by Lopez. Harris kicks to Brown. Goes back up.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo up top. The wide open look here for Lopez, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here is Forbes. And Harden comes to help. There's the lob to the hoop.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Nets trail by 3. Harden scanning the floor. It's rebounded by Portis, and it's Milwaukee's ball. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Back to Connaughton. Over Harris. Pass to Tucker. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. There's the lob to Brown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Lopez. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Harden outside. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Lopez has it in the corner. He lobs it up. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 3. Beyond the arc. That one, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And that's an intentional foul. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here is Forbes. Back to Connaughton. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Harden. Durant. And KD is right there.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. And Jordan sends it back. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint. It's tipped. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
1:21 left to play here in the half. Double team on Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Can they get it? The putback and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here is Harden. 7 points in the game.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
I'm open right here.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Green. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Harden the pass to Jordan. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. KD with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Harden outside. That one wide left.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. 5. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And to Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Harden finds Jordan. KD, that's for 2. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Giannis drives in.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Durant up top, defended by Middleton. Durant deciding where to go with it. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. Durant against Middleton, and yes, it's good.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Giannis outside to the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. Trains it from beyond the arc.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And Antetokounmpo, rebounded by the Nets. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Antetokounmpo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Irving missing. Bucks trail by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got 10.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Irving. 11 points in the game. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good on the shot. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 1:25 left to play in the third. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Connaughton.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Griffin. Back to Irving. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break. Here we go. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Tucker forces the turnover, then immediately gets the ball up court. That's just an experienced, smart play.
Irving dishes to Green. Back to Irving for three. And the Nets miss again. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a finish!
What a finish! Good.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Six seconds left in the third quarter. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Brooklyn trailing. Harden outside. Inside. Stolen by Holiday.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
Back to Harden. It's tipped. Here's Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside Holiday. Yep, it counts. Holiday's got his first basket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Harden kicks to Green. Passes it to Irving. The 3 from Harden. 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan. Lopez with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Bucks leading by 3. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Irving, and that one good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Claxton the pass to KD. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Kicks it down to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
For 3, Harris. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To halt the run. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Harden.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Jordan against Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to get open as Lopez. The offensive rebound. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Harris passes to Jordan. 1:22 left in the game. Back to Harris. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. And here is Lopez. Giannis outside. Back to Lopez. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harden. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. In the corner, Irving with it. Outside, KD. Off target from outside. And it's Milwaukee's ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Giannis against Durant. Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. And so the Bucks take the win. It was up, David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge.